Y'all, it's your girl Jojo tuning in with the backyard conversation with the Ultra Dream Production Network. I'm from Miami, Florida. Not Miami to be exact. Yeah, you funny. My first crush, like, I'm trying to figure out, are we gonna take it back like to elementary, middle school, high school, or just first crush in general? First crush, that's my first crush. How do I receive love? That's a great question. I receive love through giving life to my child. That's how I receive love. I'm a morning person, definitely a morning person. I have to get everything done in the morning because at night I need to sleep. I'm an early bird, so morning is definitely the key for me. Back in the day, I feel like people disliked me so much because I wasn't a follower. I never followed nobody. Whatever I wanted to say, I was going to say it without any consequences. I just feel like people just didn't like that because I was just so blunt and so honest. So therefore, they just didn't like me. And it's so crazy because the people who didn't like me is the people I never, like, ever hanged with. So that was just kind of weird to me. But, yep, that's how I feel. The crazy adventures that I want to try in my life is probably bungee jumping. I definitely let me see what else. I definitely want to have sex on a balcony. That's definitely something I want to do, like a high rise balcony, like type shit, you know. So that's something that I want to do. That's real adventurous in my bucket list that I want to pursue, maybe in the near future. What makes me laugh more than anything? Damn, that's hard because I laugh about everything. Like, it could be something serious, I'm just gonna laugh. God damn, that's hard. I don't laugh more than anything. But everything just make me laugh. Like, it don't matter if I'm at a funeral. I'm gonna find a way to laugh. Like, I laugh about everything. I ain't even gonna lie. I know that sounds harsh, but I laugh about everything. So yeah, I don't think it's like something in particular to make me laugh. I'm just gonna find some way to make me laugh about any situation. So yeah. I've had a threesome with a guy and a girl, but not two girls and not two guys. Yeah. The biggest misconception about me could be that I'm not a good person. I feel like people would just look at me and look at my face and be like, oh, this girl rude, or, you know, just hear about what other people say about me and just be like, oh, I don't want to, you know, fuck with this girl. But in reality, when somebody actually sit down and actually have a conversation with me, they're going to realize that I'm a fucking ride or die ass person. And yeah, pretty much. So I'm a good person overall. You just gotta have a conversation with me and you'll see. Have I ever thought about doing the OnlyFans? Hell, fuck no. Maybe if I was in my prime, like my middle school, high school body, hell yeah, I would have done a fucking OnlyFans. But now, having a baby, ain't no OnlyFans. No, hell no. I don't knock anybody who does have OnlyFans because you getting your coins either way it goes. Did I make my first official $1,000? Wow, that's great. I would say work. Yeah, working. That's when I made my first, you know, $1,000. I was doing like 40, 50 hours in a week and I actually made $1,000. So that was my first official $1,000. After taxes, I made $1,000, just to clear that up. The funniest time I caught two people that I knew was having sex was at my house. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, everybody knew to come to my crib, okay? So it's this girl in particular that I used to be real cool with back in high school. And it was this two dudes that we met through Facebook. One of the dudes were my ex. And he brought his homeboy over and me and him was in my room getting into it, you know, doing what grown folks do. And, you know, when I left her in the living room with the other dude, you know, they weren't doing anything until after me and my dude was done. Me and him, you know, we peeped into the living room and sorry. We peeped into the living room and he was bent over and she was under him. I don't know if she was licking his balls or licking his gooch, but it just looked crazy. And when I went outside, I was like, what y'all doing? She was like, we wasn't doing nothing. I was like, okay, cool. So I think that was the funniest time I ever caught two people that I know was getting into it and they act like they wasn't. So yeah, she was eating booty, but she want to act like she wasn't. But yeah, that nigga was bent over on my couch. And I asked her what she doing. She was like, nothing. I'm like, okay. As a woman, how do I feel about somebody saying that Diamond the Body having over 2,000 bodies? Honestly speaking, I can't speak on her. I feel like me as a woman, you know, women are downplayed when they have sex with over 5 dudes. Me overall, I feel like it's your pussy. You do what you want to do with your pussy. Because either way it go, people going to talk regardless. So, you know, in my opinion, I feel like you do what you want to do. Just be safe. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you douching. And then you good, pretty much. Like, I don't really care what people do with their vaginas. Your vaginas is made to be used. It's made to reproduce. So therefore, do what you want to do with your vagina. Don't care at all what people do with their pussies. That is a great question. Elementary, I had no issues in elementary. It's when I got to middle school. That's when the issues started to occur. Like, I feel like out of every, you know, from kindergarten to 12th grade, I could probably say my 6th to 8th grade year, I would do that over. At like high school, no, I wouldn't do that over. You know, elementary wouldn't do that year, but my middle school, 3 years in middle school, I would redo my whole middle school year over. The reason why I would do middle school year over, because I feel like people misjudged me. And like I said before, the people who misjudged me is people I've never hung out with, people I've never like ever crossed paths with up until, you know, it was about a guy. You know, I wish I would have left guys alone in middle school and worried about my books. Maybe I was not going to be in so much drama when I was in middle school. So I feel like if I could redo middle school all over again, I would have definitely redid, you know, rethink over my actions and certain things that I did in middle school. Then I probably was not going to be in so much problems. But at the same time, you know, things are already written in the book already. So it's like, it probably was going to happen either way it go. But if I had a chance to redo it again, I definitely would. So yeah. The funniest pickup line, y'all, it's so much, dog. Like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. The funniest pickup line. Now I have to really sit and really think about that shit, because it's so many corny niggas out here that say corny ass shit. It makes no fucking sense. Y'all remember back then when people used to be like, ski you? I feel like I hate hearing that, because I'm not no animal. Don't fucking cat call me. No pickup line. I feel like niggas be saying corny shit all day, kid. What's good? I want you to, what's good? I want you to, no, you look like you my wife. That shit right there irks the fucking soul out of me. Like, what you mean I look like I'm your wife? Nigga, I got on a bonnet on. I got my house clothes on. And I got sleep in my eye and you telling me I look like your wife? No, horrible. Try it again. That's probably the worst pickup line. I look like I'm your wife. Wonderful. My favorite thing about being a girl is my pussy. That's my favorite thing about being a girl, because pussy is power. Okay, let me stop playing. But no, my favorite thing about being a girl is I can wear cheap shit. I could wear cheap shit. When I say cheap shit, I could wear cheap hair, cheap clothes, and I could dress it up, dress it down. I do not have to wear designer to look good. So that, I think that's my favorite part about being a female. My favorite part about being a female is I can wear whatever the fuck I want, and you might think it's 1,000, 2, 3 racks, and it's from Rainbows, it's from Ross. So yeah. What would I do if I could live forever? Travel. I would travel all over the damn world. I would travel, eat different foods, definitely travel out the country. Because when you travel out the country, the food out the country is just, it's fresh. It doesn't taste processed. They go get it out the ocean for you. It's just, I would travel, definitely. So, what's the most I ever drank in a single night? A whole fucking Henny bottle. And I mean like the Go Tonton Sando, like the big $100 bottles. Like the whole bottle, me and my homegirl. Chug. And then y'all, like, I'm very much like, my tolerance is pretty high. I'll get tipsy as hell before I'll get drunk. And I'm always the driver, just to let y'all know. I'm always the driver. Everybody always have me driving. So, yep, a big old bottle of Henny. That's the most I ever drank in one night. The last lie I told was the job that I quit. I told him I was moving out of Florida, but in reality I'm still here. I just didn't want to be in that job no more. Who would I want to play me in a movie about my life? Taraji P. Henson. She's a great actress. I feel like she could pinpoint like so many great things. So definitely her. Have I ever been walked in on naked? A couple of times, yes. By friends or ex-friends, yes. My plans for the future is getting in my bag more. Definitely getting in my bag more. There's so many goals that I really want to execute. Like, I want to get into real estate. I want to do Airbnbs. I definitely want to get into my dream job. That's definitely like 2 goals of mine that I know for a fact that I will execute this year or, you know, the near future. So yeah. My attitude and my facial expressions. Ooh, heavy on facial expressions. Before I open my mouth is my facial expressions. My facial expressions get me in the most trouble, especially at work. I could have on a face mask and all you gotta see is just my eyebrows and then my eyes moving, and my manager just be like, bruh, just relax your face. And I'm like, what do you mean relax my face? Like, I'm good. But you know, when I start speaking, sometimes it could come off rude, but it's like, I don't believe it's what I say. I think it's more so of how I'm saying it, which will make it sound rude, which gets me in trouble. Because customers be stepping on me all the time, and I'll be like, I'm being nice to you and you snapping on me. Make that make sense. So yeah, definitely my body language and, you know, how I speak. Not what I say, how I speak. You know, the tone of voice is what gets me in trouble. President of the internet? Who would I appoint as the president of the internet? Nobody. Reason why I say nobody, because I feel like the internet is basically, it's a fantasy. It's somewhere where you definitely can make money out of, but I feel like it takes away out of your real life. So I would say I wouldn't appoint nobody as president of the internet. I really wouldn't. Do not let people hold you back. Yeah, that's what it would be. Don't let people hold you back. Do what the fuck you want to do and how you want to do it. If it's not going to cause you no problems in the future, just know that gut feeling that you feel to do something that's going to make you better, do it. Because trust me, that gut feeling that you feel that's telling you do this, do that, but then you're thinking like, oh my God, but my family, oh my God, I got to do this, oh my God, I got to take care of everybody else. No, take care of yourself first. Because how are you going to be in a position to take care of other people if you can't make sure that you're good? So be selfish and take care of yourself. That's what I got to tell y'all. I don't know. Hopefully this shit blow up, you know? Hopefully I could get some niggas or some bitches. And y'all know I'm starting to do hair, so y'all fuck with me. BerryJo __ on Instagram. So bye y'all.